now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and you are, you must be new here to WWE. I don't know much about you or how good you are in the ring, but do you think you have what it takes to step between those ropes out there with any of the WWE superstars in that locker room? Do you think you have what it takes to go up against the Bloodline? For years now, one group has dominated WWE like no other before it. A family, a dynasty, the likes of which WWE has never seen before or ever will again. A bloodline of some of the greatest champions this industry has ever seen. The Usos, the Wild Samoans, High Chief Peter Maivia, the final boss, The Rock, and the original and only tribal chief himself, Roman Reigns. Allow your wise man to give you some much needed advice. If you even want to think about going up against the Bloodline or joining us, you need to get on our level. Do you think you have a chance at reaching a level of such unparalleled greatness? If you want that chance, you need to use what all new WWE superstars use when they arrive here in WWE. Your best resource as a newcomer to WWE, the Performance Center. The Performance Center has some of the best minds in the history of this industry training new talent to become future main event headliners. That could be you. What? Don't believe me? Have you ever heard of Kevin Owens, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Seth freaking Rollins? How about your tribal chief, Roman Reigns? By listening to your coaches and following the lessons those veterans ask, demand of you, you could reach that level one day and become a WWE legend in your own right. Your career, after all, is in your hands. Once you get through everything the Performance Center has to offer, maybe you could even go toe-to-toe with the Bloodline, or maybe stand by our side. Call Roman Reigns.
The original Tribal Chief is here.
Weighing in at 265 pounds, the OTC Roman Reigns!
The original Tribal Chief. Some say the only Tribal Chief.
But Roman returned to a much different world. He went from the island of relevancy to now a man without an island. From a tribal chief to a chief without a tribe.
But Roman is dedicated to rebuilding everything he once had. And this time, he's got the WWE Universe by his side.
Ladies and gentlemen, acknowledge him. The WWE Universe embracing their tribal chief.
Reigns standing tall. The OTC is still the pinnacle of this industry.
Here comes one of the greatest in history, CM Punk. Punk's first tour of duty in WWE was epic. The pipe bomb set off an entirely new era in WWE. But oh, how times have changed since then. Yeah, when you think about the past accomplishments, Corey, CM Punk has been a WWE champion. He won Money in the Bank, so many other titles. But this current version of CM Punk is driven to surpass those past achievements. Well, this superstar has stated that conquering Roman Reigns is his destiny.
Here we go. We've got Roman Reigns looking to continue his reign as head of the table.
The original Tribal Chief might have created a void in the hierarchy when he took his leave of absence, but he has made it clear to the WWE Universe and his family that he plans on reclaiming that crown by any means necessary.
Yeah, Byron, and every opponent is just another obstacle on his crusade.
And then there's CM Punk, the always polarizing best in the world. Yeah, whether you love Punk or hate him, there's a certain quality about Punk that just can't be denied.
call it his stubbornness if you want, but Punk's always going to keep fighting and keep rallying until he comes out on top.
You can't get caught in a hailstorm like that if you want to win.
Elbow. And it's the best in the world. CM Punk looking to get things going in singles action.
We all know that Punk has a habit of rubbing people the wrong way with the things he says, but to use his own words, tell me when he's telling lies. Because Punk's proven time and time again that when the bell rings, he can more than back up the things he says.
Yeah, Corey, it's a quality that doesn't exactly make Punk a lot of friends, but again, in his own words, he's not here to make friends.
But the OTC is here, stepping out from the island of relevancy to go to work. It's not easy being a one-man wrecking crew, but somebody's got to do it. And tonight, that somebody is Roman Reigns.
Reigns is singularly focused on getting things done here. No frills, just wreck house.
Strong kick.
Here we go. It's popping off.
Corey, you've been in the ring with Reigns before. How exactly do you counteract someone as explosive as him?
Well, first, just to be clear, Cole, I lost against Reigns. So I don't know if I even knew at the time how to counteract Reigns' explosiveness. But I do wish I'd done more to slow and dull him down. Though I know it's a lot easier said than done.
What a right!
He quickly gets out of dodge.
Destructive use of the knee. Turns that back on CM Punk. Has to find a way out of this. That hard-hitting style of Reigns getting counteracted there.
Yeah, this is the hostility Punk wanted to bring.
Bin kick right to the gut. Getting set up in the corner now. Followed by an emphatic short arm clothesline.
Over
the Anaconda 5. This is cinched in by CM Punk. This is great.
He's forced to tap out. No other choice.
Here is your winner,
And this was quite the win for CM Punk.
One thing's for sure, Roman is going to be stewing over this for the next few days at least.
There's the bell, and we have Roman Reigns ready for action here.
Arguably one of the most dominant figures the WWE Universe has ever seen. I can't think of anyone Roman's faced that hasn't fallen victim to the Tribal Chief at some point in their careers. That kind of control before the bell even rings is hard to contend with.
I don't think anyone likes being within firing range of Reigns.
And in the opposite corner is the best in the world, CM Punk. Punk's made it clear that he's not back here in WWE to make friends, and it seems like a number of people in the locker room are perfectly fine not being his friend.
Yeah, Saxon, Punk has a habit of making enemies everywhere he goes, of putting a target right on his back. But if anyone knows how to keep their head on a swivel, it's Punk.
Dominating shoulder tackle. Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker.
CM Punk so resilient when he's inside that ring. Corey, how can an opponent counter that resilience of Punk's?
Some would also call that stubborn, Cole. It's not enough to just throw your best at Punk. You have to break his will. Extinguish that fire inside of him.
Timed his defense perfectly. Kick to the gut. Boom! DDT.
Reigns establishing the upper hand.
And he's been throwing his best at Punk and then some, trying to break Punk's will.
Oh, what a kick!
Oh, look out. It's on now. Nothing pretty here. Just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Oh, that's a chop you don't want to be on the receiving end of.
Check out the springboard. Clothesline. That was amazing. He can do it here. It's over. Hulk with the victory.
Here is your winner.
This singles match is officially underway with CM Punk in action.
And now's the time for Punk to, once again, prove the doubters and haters wrong. I'm not saying Punk should be fishing for a "you still got it" chant, but for all the people who want to talk about how fragile Punk's become, now's as good a time as any to show them just how far off the mark they are.
Yeah, Punk's made a career of being defiant and proving others wrong about him. I'm sure he would love to do that again. And a quick pin attempt. CM Punk is your winner here.
Here is your winner.
No doubt about it, Roman Reigns has firmly solidified his legacy here in WWE.
One of the most dominant superstars we've ever seen, and he's planning on reminding everyone of that fact here tonight.
There is no doubt that he's going to try and prove that in this one. The constant question still lingers. How long can Reigns remain at the head of the table?
And then there's CM Punk, a man who is just as dangerous with a mic in his hand as he is in the ring.
Yup, unquestionably one of the most controversial stars in this industry because of how he speaks his mind. Punk never holds back in anything he does. As far as Punk is concerned, no one is on his level, and he's ready to prove it.
Boom!
Taken down, took the legs right from under. Sharp punch.
Oh, man, taking it to the trachea.
And a stop to the gut, too.
Producing a trampling. Oh, blow to the breadbasket. Ooh, things now not going well for CM Punk.
Reigns is picking up steam. Working the midsection there.
And Reigns got turned around there. Going for the pin early. He gets the shoulder up before 3.
I really thought he was going to get his shoulder up at 1.
Locking up with the collar and elbow.
A big shot.
Kick to the gut. Boom! DDT. Vicious, just disrespectful. And I don't think there was anything necessary about that. Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off.
Corey, any insight into what it must feel like stepping up to the OTC Roman Reigns?
Well, one thing about facing off against Reigns, Cole, you can't let nerves get the better of you. Reigns smells fear, and once he does, he pounces. So you need to be the hunter in this situation, not the hunted.
Right to the spine.
He's starting to look battered.
And the only thing on Roman's mind is to mount more punishment. He's able to avoid heavy contact.
He's doing it.
Going for the pin. He kicks out instantly.
He is definitely struggling to keep him down at this point. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Oh, what a kick.
Ooh,
Bang.
ooh, what a nasty kick. Kicks to the cranium of their opponent. Disgusting behavior. There was no respect shown there. nasty stomp to finish it off. Oh, man. CM Punk escapes the attack. Kick to the gut. Boom! DDT. Ooh. Steered away there. Huge kick connects.
Check out the springboard.
He manages to slip out of the way. Strong kick.
Ah, look at this, just cranking it out.
Ooh.
Catches the kick.
Dragon screw. Boom, what a kick. And they're going shot for shot, mode for mode.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Ooh-wee! Vicious chop.
And Roman getting stuck with even more offense.
And now is the time to dig deep, to start tapping into your stamina reserves.
CM Punk looking to cinch in the Anaconda Vice.
That's it. The submission was just too much to handle.
Here is your winner,
A somewhat shocking loss for Roman Reigns.
With a win like this, things have got to taste a little bittersweet right about now.
Actually, Saxton, I imagine the win tastes a lot more like pennies.